they're telling, okay? Great. Are we ready? Richard Elliott!
I just want to say half this cast is short. Oh my God, don't believe how we doing tonight. So I like taking temperature of the crowd, just so I know where all these jokes are gonna land. I have a couple of jokes, about our lovely non-binary people. Do we have any non-binary people in the audience? So you're gonna help me with, a few of these starter jokes. I feel like, being non-binary is very confusing. While I am, gender fluid myself, while I'm gender fluid myself, I can understand why being non-binary can be a little bit confusing, because if they meet somebody named James and they use they them pronouns, it can be really confusing. There we go, there it is. James, S, plural, they them singular. There we go. See? Smart. You got it, thank you. These are jokes I'm expanding. And also, being that it is Black History Month tomorrow, I love doing this particular set. But also, in the Black community, we really don't have they thems. If you ever heard a Black person talk, which, Vermont is now the second whitest state in the country at 95.63%, doing great, Vermont. So there's no they thems in the community, there are they thems. Love it so much, I love it, thank you. So with that being said, I am clearly a gay person, I'm clearly a queer person, and I've been going through a lot here in Vermont. Recently, I don't know if y'all ever saw the news in Colchester, what happened on New Year's. There was a lovely fire in Colchester, and it was me, my boyfriend, one of my friends, and my boyfriend's friend, all in my apartment, getting drunk and drinking, celebrating days after New Year's, and a fire breaks out. I know. A fire breaks out, and I'm drunk. My boyfriend runs in and says, "Oh my God, there's a fire in a different apartment." I'm like, "No, there isn't." And I'm like, "Oh, there's actually a fire," because sometimes you just ignore warning signs, like America does. And the warning sign was ignored because, if you live in an apartment building, fire alarms go off a lot, right? The fire alarms go off a lot, and it was like 5 minutes. Oh, maybe there's an actual fire. So they went and checked. It was great. They ran in. I'm like, "Oh my God, there's a fire!" I'm like, I'm in my bed, passed out. Fire extinguisher, great. I got a fire extinguisher now. Gave it off to my lovely friend who you may have saw on the news. I'm actually upset with him because here's why I'm upset. Because he has no media training at all. No media training. I was in drag the same night, and I wish I stayed in drag. It would have been an amazing time for there to be drunk, queer, trans, Black people in a building saving people from a fire. And the headline would have been, "Flaming Fairies Fight Fires Furiously." It would have been perfect. It would have been amazing. But he had no media training, and that's okay. I forgive him so much. But next time I start that fire, we'll do it a lot better. So how are we feeling after that, everybody? Feeling good? Great. So next, yes, he's right there. Hi, Avery. Avery appeared on the news, looked so handsome, so cute. Thank you, Avery, for fighting the fires with me. So, I like also asking questions just to make sure I know who's in the room, just so we all know, we can get to know each other. And for my blurred vision, I confident I know the answer to this question. Do we have any Black people in here? Are you?
Yeah, mixed. My dad's Black.
Mixed people matter. Mixed people matter. So I just want to point out how once again, Vermont was the third whitest state last year, but we have done so great, so great. We want to get to number one. Number one is West Virginia. And if you ever been to West Virginia, where there's apparently 1 million people there, over 1 million people, as opposed to Vermont, where there's 600,032 white people here. I couldn't tell. I could not tell. It's like a little battle. So you may have never met a black person before. You have now. And since tomorrow is Black History Month, there are a lot of people who will be like, oh my God, I know black people. I'm a black ally. Are we black allies? Are we black allies? Thank you. I told this set the first time at the Vermont Comic Club. I asked everyone, are we any black people in here? No, I already knew that. Are we black allies? Yes, ooh. Then I'm like, do y'all have black friends? Wow, that was very telling. So, I love unethical business ideas. And I have one for y'all tonight. Do y'all want to know what that unethical business idea is? So, with that being said, many white people say that during Black History Month, Juneteenth, Kwanzaa, Martin Luther King Day, Fried Chicken Day, there's days where you want to have a black friend, just to say you have a black friend. Just those very right or left leaning, too far right or too far left leaning people that just want to say they have a black friend, just to be politically correct, just to be, I'm not racist. So I came up with a service where you, yourself, can order a black person. Oh. Whoa, oh. So once again, living in that discomfort, I live in it every day. The trans folks live in it every day, so we can live in some discomfort together. Is that okay, everybody? So, if you are a white person that needs a black friend during Kwanzaa, Juneteenth, Black History Month, or even to start off tomorrow in a good way, I'm your free trial. You're going to talk to me, you can say that Red Rum, Richard Elliott is your black friend, and that is okay. I'm not going to charge you, I'm not going to have you pay anything. I am that generous because I'm your friendly neighborhood comedian. Oh my God, everybody. Oh my God. And with that being said, the service is called, it's an extension of Uber, it's called Uber Black. Any porn watchers in the room? No? Okay. Where, if you really do need a black friend, you can just order one off of Uber. We'll show up in a car, a car that you're most likely going to mistake, just like you mistake black people for. How when you order Uber, you think that's yours? You're like, oh, what's the license plate? Oh, no, that's not mine. Same with white people and saying, oh, that black person, that's Jim Anthony. No, his name is Rashad, actually. It's going to be like that. So be sure not to mix up the cars. Be sure not to mix us up. I have different tiers. Black people that you can pay, not pay for. Very important distinction. And I understand that, about 500 years ago, this joke would not fly in America. So you can pay a black person to come to you and say, you know what, I'm your friend. And the tiers are level one tiers. You have like Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, Raven Simone. I would say Will Smith, but he might be on tier 2. That's like. Then we have tier 2, where it's, the more risque, ratchet ghetto person, as we get portrayed in the media. Person that doesn't have but just might. So people like Kendrick Lamar, people like Cardi B. Do you have any Cardi B fans here? We love Cardi B, she's so great. She is one of the most, as a black person, I will say she's ratchet. And I love it. I truly do love it. You get to the Cardi B tier, then level 3. Level 3 is where you get to the really, really, the really hood tier. You wanna order a black person from Missouri, get a black person from Florida, where Skylar's apparently going for top surgery. You know, Florida produces a lot of different people. It's pretty nice to get people to get people to pay a black person because we don't get our dues. This is a form of reparations, in my opinion. And I feel like black people owed reparations. Telling them no one cheers for that. And the third tier is going to be your most hood, your most ghetto, your most out there tier. And you know, we'll show up to your weddings, funerals, bat mitzvahs. Anywhere you might need us. If you need us to cook for you, we will cook for you. I've been living here for a while. Food, y'all can do a lot better than mine. Oh my God. I spilled pepper into my salad last night. An entire thing of pepper, and I'm like, you know, this is the spiciest thing I had since I'm living here. And you know, the thing is now that I feel like I've been in Vermont so long that I'm becoming Caucasian. Like I see a brown person, I'm like, I don't have a purse, but I look for it. I'll call my boyfriend, oh my God, is my purse still home? So, if you do need a black friend, just remember that I am your free trial. I'm your friendly neighborhood comedian. You can, I'm going Shark Tank for this idea. And if it doesn't go well, just remember there's only one black person there. And if he doesn't like it, he must be friends with Candace Taylor. I also in the new year, I added a new tier. Because unlike MAGA folks, I care about everyone. I care about inclusivity. And now you can order the Nicki Minaj tier. If you are MAGA. Oh my God, I love it so much. So I'm going to end myself with saying, you know, my usual thing of being a gay man, I'm not here for a good time. I'm just here for a long time. Thank you, everybody.